Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to break. 45, check right 45. I got it. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Patsy. Check. Out.
A first down carry for Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watch the safety creep. Check 4. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Break. Check 45. Here we go. Watch out. Yep. Watch out. Big air. 45.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down now. It's Henry, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he... Go for it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Red, 18 Gator. Stop your whining. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
And an alley to run. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not today, you know. Not today. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. SOS.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gotta do better. Come on, TV, come on.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Titans 7, Broncos nothing.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Let's go. Check 13. 55.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Brissett. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go. Here we go. Get him.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down? And score. So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We ain't giving them nothing.
Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
56,
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54, right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tavon Austin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open. Well,
Tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready. 22. Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the slant.
Now. Hey, Echo. Get it.
Tannehill on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. McManus now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Henry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Blue draw quarter. Ready?
Now Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5.
51 Mike.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Tight dog.
Check it out, Reed.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
High 7.
Hey, let's get this. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Sleep grip.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah. You don't want none. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got room. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tavon Austin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A pass there complete to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
42-yard line.
Yo, go, go.
56 from the go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready, set, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Cut.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a give, right side. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
At the Broncos
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Hey, exit. Hey, get it.
Tannehill on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
On the double.
Check, 45 the mic.
Y'all not ready. Smooth. Snap.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. One last throw here for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver,